Morning mindful yoga flow. Today's practice, we are going to be opening the hips. We are going to be doing a few standing poses. It's a little chilly in our part of the world this morning, so we're going to be warming up the body with some hip openers, with some standing poses, and we're going to have a focus pose later um, in one of our standing postures, Uttira Pars Parsvottanasana. I almost didn't say that right. Parsvottanasana. It is extended side angle pose. So a variation of the posture that starts with Warrior Two, but involves opening the side body and extending the energy flow from top to bottom. So hope you enjoy that later as we move that direction. But right now, let's just sit down. Take a comfortable seat. I invite you to let your hands just lie on your lap, palms up. Softly close your eyes or bring your gaze down your nose. And just begin to relax your body down. These morning practices are always nice because the day hasn't unfolded yet to a large degree. It still seems like there's a lot of possibility ahead of us as we ease our way into another beautiful day of life. So at this time of day, it's really nice to take stock where you are and just be grateful for being exactly as you are. In this moment, just being grateful, feeling a sense of calm and joy that you have made it to your practice. That you're giving yourself this time to nourish, help cleanse and replenish. Feel your breath as it moves slowly in and releases slowly out. The coolness of the breath coming into the body, warmth of air as you let go of what no longer serves. Just for a moment, find yourself reflecting on the change of temperature as this air moves in and out. What's happening to this energetic air inside the body? It's touching every cell. It's touching you deep, deep within. Helping to move nourishment and oxygen every part of this beautiful body there where it's needed. The warmth of the outflow, letting go of those parts that are used and are no longer needed. Cooling as it comes in, warming as it releases. Just bring your awareness to this sense of temperature and flow. As you relax and ground your body, preparing for your practice. One more breath. And go ahead and open your eyes, feeling a little calmer, a little more stable and relaxed. Very nice. All right, so we're going to begin coming off of the seated blanket. And we're going to roll on down to our back for just a few opening stretches. Go ahead and grab a block if you would. And we're going to begin with a supine Baddha Konasana. Extending the left leg down the mat, go ahead and just roll down and then bend your right knee. Bring the right knee into the inner left thigh. So I said to grab a block because for some of us it's going to feel better to bring a block underneath that right knee or underneath thigh and let your knee just fall open. We're starting with a nice passive hip opener, one leg at a time. Bring your hands to your belly in this posture. Let your shoulders drop back. Bringing your hands to your belly, thumbs right around where your navel is located, and then just touch your thumbs and your index fingers together, letting the other fingers fan out, and just gently cover the base of your pelvis with your fingertips. Breathing into this area below the navel, in between your hands. Relax your right knee down and start to breathe into your right hip. Again, softening the rest of the body down, just focus on your anchored breathing. Don't need the block underneath the knee. You don't have to use it there. You can let that knee come all the way out and drop further down toward the mat. Your decision here depends on how open your hips are. I've already done some stretches this morning, so mine may be a little bit more open than yours. But I want that hip to be able to relax. I want you to let go of the gluteal muscle. I want you to soften the thigh. And then 3 or 4 more breaths here, just remembering to focus on the anchor of your breath throughout practice. Holding you steady, keeping your thoughts focused on what's happening to your body and not running off and thinking about the rest of your day. Make your breath a little bit longer, smoother. Let's take one more nice breath here. Inhale, bring that right knee up. Right foot is coming to the mat. Go ahead and hug your right knee into your chest. Draw it all the way up close to your heart. And then we're just going to bring it across the body. Left hand coming to the outside of the right knee, and you'll feel that stretch on the outside of that right hip. Draw it all the way over to the left. Let it ease its way down to the earth, stretching gently to feel all of those connections coming around into the lower back, the sacral area of the spine. And then relax that hip once again. Just a couple more breaths here. Roll back on your back. Go ahead and extend your right leg all the way down. And we're going to take the left leg the same way. So bring the left foot to the inner right thigh. Decide if you want to put the block underneath your left thigh and knee. or just letting the knee come all the way down to the mat without the block. Bring your hands back to your belly, bringing awareness to your pelvic region. It helps to focus your mind wherever you have a tactile sensation with your hands. It telegraphs a sense of focus. So just bringing your fingers lightly to your belly again and connecting your thumbs and index fingers. Relax your shoulders down. Soften your left hip. Let your knee just drop down to the earth. And we'll stay here for several more breaths on this side. Exactly where I am. No need to ask for more, no need to be anything more. Just really find comfort and gratitude in the skin that you're in at this moment. One more breath here. To lift your left knee up, bring it up and then draw the left knee into your chest, hug it in with both of your hands, give a nice little stretch here into the left knee, bringing up, and then right hand comes to the outside of your left knee as you start to pull it across your body to the right, and just take that little twisting stretch here, reclined single leg stretch. Again, feel that opening now, swirling back through the gluteus medius, little tensor fascia latae muscle we worked on last week. Maybe coming all the way into the lower back. Keep relaxing, keep releasing. Breath here. And then roll to your back once again. Go ahead and bring both knees into your chest. Hug your knees, lift your head up. And then you can just start to rock back and forth. Maybe give yourself a little massage on the lower back as you bring some weight into the sacral area. And then just as you're ready, come on up. Just rock and roll on up to back to our seat on the mat. We're going to open the legs wide here. Come into Upavista Konasana, wide leg seated position. Bringing the legs out to whatever extent they feel comfortable, but I want you to feel a nice stretch into the inner thighs. We're going to be working inner thighs. We're going to be working the side body, a lot going on today. And if you want to come back up on your blanket that you had before, sometimes that helps just to create a little better posture for your spine. Sometimes it just takes an inch or so, but it really does help to just bring the tailbone up on that blanket. All right, so with nice wide legs, lift up through your spine, roll your shoulders up and down, and then relax them down toward the floor. So we're bringing the head up, but we're not trying to tilt the chin up. We're going to keep the chin in a parallel position relative to the floor and just lifting up through the spine here. Deep breath, flex your feet, activate your legs. Take your right hand to your right knee or shin. Left arm is going to reach up. Lifting, lifting, lifting those fingers as high as they go, grounding down through the left hip as you reach up with fingers. Once you've reached as much as you can, we're going to slowly turn our torso. Before we bring the before we move the arm, we're going to move the torso to face the left leg. All right? Now, from this position, start to slide the hand down your shin, and you can slowly bring the left arm over your ear. So we're spinning the heart, we're spinning the pelvis to the left. Keep your neck a nice long extension. Don't let the neck flop down. You may find it comfortable to look up at the ceiling. If not, look sideways. Even down is okay. But just feel the opening under the left armpit. Keep stretching and reaching. Each breath, fanning open your left ribs. Feeling the expansion in your body. Legs are still active. One more breath here. Reach up and come back over. All right, let's try that on the other side. So right arm this time. Remember to lift it up as high as you can first. Spine is also reaching up, so a nice north and south extension. Lift, lift, lift. And then turn your heart and spin it toward your right leg. So we're turning like we're on a turntable. We're just turning, turning, turning. Then start to slide your left arm down, and your arm can follow over the ear. So it's easier to do it this way, I have found, than to turn, make the stretch, and then try to turn the heart upward. So we've already got the heart in the right position, helping to open the side body. See if you don't feel a sensation coming all the way from the hip and the lower back up through the fingertips. Breathe, maybe bring it over a little bit more, softening your arm down. All right, inhale, come all the way back up to center. Bring your hands in front. We're just going to go ahead and fold forward in Upavista Konasana. If you have that block nearby and you want to bring your arms to the block, you don't have to come all the way down to the floor. If you're comfortable stretching your arms forward, just go slowly. We don't want to overextend the lower back. But you're feeling this with active legs again, feet are flexed. You're feeling this in the inner groin as well as pulling your lower back forward. So everything is extending. Inhale, nice and cool, energetic breath. Exhale, warm release. One more breath here. So go ahead and sit on up. Slide your hands back. All right, we got some nice stretches going on in the body already. Hopefully that felt good. Come on back up and come off the blanket. Bring your blocks back up to the front of the mat. It's a little chilly here this morning, but I'm going to have to take this sweater off at some point, so it might as well be now. Warm weather has left the building. We're in a cool zone for sure. All right, come on up to tabletop position. Stack those joints so that your alignment is in the proper position, nice and square. Table position, just go ahead and start to shift the weight of the body from hand to hand and knee to knee, just some small circles. And as you shift your weight from point to point, feel what's happening in the spine. Feel those little calibrations happening as the muscles of the spine feel support as you move in either direction. Sometimes even this very, very simple movement, I get get a little click in the back, a little pop as everything comes into alignment. So I know it's working. And then just kind of change the direction of your circle. So hand to hand, knee to knee. Just shifting. We're not like moving the hips around. We're not doing any of this stuff. We're just moving in a square shape. All right, come back to center. From this tabletop position, we're going to lift the right knee up. Knee is going to be the same height as our hip if you can, and then flex the foot. From this position, just pump that foot up a couple of times, pumping it a little bit at a time, drawing the navel in so that you have a nice strong core. Just feeling the glutes, getting a little bit activated here, warming up. Glutes are big support muscles back there, so we want to keep them strong. And then from this position, go ahead and just start to point your knee around, creating some hip circles. So now we're not clenching the glutes, but we are allowing them to move the hip in a smooth circular fashion, around and around. And then just let's go the other way. So change the direction, turn around, nice big slow circles. Very nice. And then the next time you come around and bring the knee back down, cross it back behind you. We're not going to go into a full Gomukhasana, so don't worry about needing the supports. Just press back like you're pressing into a child's pose, but kind of go halfway down and just feel yourself pushing into that right hip a little bit more than the left side. So just feel the stretch is all. Deep cooling breath in, expanding, energizing. Warm, releasing breath out. All right, come back up to all fours. Set back up in tabletop position. If you want to give your hands a little shake, we've been on the hands for a while, so sometimes they need just a little bit of movement and stretch. And then let's set back up again in table. All right, this time take the left knee up. Again, you're aiming so that the knee is the same height as the hip, and then just create some little pumps with that flexed foot. Tiny little pumps. You're clenching the muscle, not clenching in a bad way. How about we're using the muscle? How about that? That sounds a little better. So you're pushing that knee, pushing your knee up, pushing your foot up. Just some warm-ups to say, wake up glutes. And then we'll start to circle that knee around. So big, wide circles again, keeping your core engaged so that the rest of the body is not compromised, but you're just moving the hip by itself. Maybe one more time around. And then let's circle the other direction. Here's the sunshine, brightening things up. And one more time around as you bring it back down behind you. Cross it over your other leg. This time again, just pushing back enough so that you can feel the stretch and pushing your weight slightly into that left hip and thigh. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. One more. And then come on back up to table position. From here, we're going to pivot on the right foot, pivot on the right knee rather, bring the foot off to the right. Coming into Stargazer pose, we'll bring our weight into the right hand. Open that palm, press down through the fingers, spin your heart open to the left. Left leg is extended. And then we'll bring the left arm up. Reaching up, left fingers carrying energy straight down to the right palm. Your neck is nice and long, reaching up to the front of the mat. Option here, bring the left leg up if you wish, push through the foot. Takes a little more strength, takes a little more work on the glutes. One more breath. And then from here, I'm gonna take my leg down, my left leg down if you had it up, and you're just gonna push yourself up, rotating like a cartwheel up. Left hand comes to left thigh, right arm is gonna reach up and over as we come right into gate pose. 3 full breaths here. Beautiful, nice big stretch on the right side body. And then cartwheel your arms back down, come back to hands and knees, all 4 limbs. Let's take a cat-cow in the middle, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Maybe a couple more just for good measure. Just feels like that's what we need right there. One more time through. And again. And come back up to table position. Same thing, we're going to set up for Stargazer on the other side. All you do is spin your left foot off the mat, pivot on that knee. Weight comes into the left palm, open your heart to the right, and then allow your right fingers to soar up to the sky. Stay nice and strong here. Keep lifting up through the core body to provide support. Don't let everything dump into that left arm. If you like, you can lift your right leg up, press through the heel, balance on the 2 limbs. Very nice. And then bring the leg down if you had it up. And from here, we're just gonna bring a little momentum as we lift up, cartwheel our arms around and go right into gate pose again. This time my right hand on the thigh, left arm's reaching over. Remember to keep accentuating the lateral side of the body, so the lateral body, and not falling forward, keeping your gaze forward, hopefully even up. Beautiful. All right, cartwheel those arms right back down, gracefully come back down to the mat. Let's take another couple cat-cows here in the middle. Breathe and cat. One more. And another cat. All right, from here, let's go ahead and curl your toes under. Lift your knees off the mat and press up and back, downward facing dog. Stretching the whole body. Get a nice long extension here if you need to reset your alignment, bringing your hands forward, pressing your hips up and back. Beautiful full body stretch. Deep cleansing breath in and out. And from downward facing dog, we're going to bring the right leg forward between our hands, coming right into a low runner's lunge. Remember, you can always drop your knees down, take it 2 steps at a time to get up here. Let's just take a moment here, stretch through that left Achilles. I always think it feels good to just kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Bring your hands to blocks if you like. That's what they're there for. Always there for help. And then from this low runner's lunge position, plant your left hand down, take your right hand to your waist, turn your waist, turn your heart to the right. It's getting really bright there in my screen, isn't it? Right arm lifts up, hopefully you can see with that bright, bright sun. Coming into a lunging twist, looks beautiful. And then bring the right hand down, drop the left knee, drop into the stretch here on the left hip flexor before we go any further. Just let your hips sink down. Let them drop. Relax your shoulders. And as you're ready, push down into your right foot. That's what activates your strength, lifting up through the core. Arms are going to reach up. Hands come together over your ears, over your head. Coming to prayer hands, lifting up. And then take a little tiny crescent stretch to the right. So just arcing your body ever so slightly to the right. Bring your hands back up and down to the mat. Go ahead and straighten the right leg, come into half splits, pushing back into the right thigh, folding over your right leg. Deep breath in and out. Walk your hands forward, lift back up to a traditional lunge. Bring your left leg all the way up to the front. Come into forward fold. Inhale, lifting up. Arms are going to reach overhead as you root down through your feet. Take a full body stretch here. Once again, arms come overhead, palms together, and take a crescent stretch over to the left. Inhale, lift them up. Crescent over to the right. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, and forward fold. Step back to downward facing dog. Drop your knees down and let's everyone press back for a child pose. Let your belly just drop down on top of your thighs. 3 breaths here. I am grateful to be exactly where I am. A beautiful thing to tell yourself every day, right? So grateful. All right, come on back up to hands and knees. You're going to come to a low lunge on the other side. You can either lift up to downward dog and swing the leg through or start from that table position. We're going to bring the left leg forward. Low runner's lunge, stretching that right leg out behind you. Make sure that leg is stretching as long and lean as you can make it. A lot of times I see the leg is much too close and you can't really get the stretch. You're compromising the lower back. Take a nice long stretch with that right leg. Lengthen through your spine. Maybe push back and forth. Get a little rocking action with your right leg. And then plant your right hand down. Left arm is going to come to your waist. You're going to feel your heart turn to the left. Stretch it and rotate as much as you can, and then lift your left arm up, coming into the lunging twist. Comes all the way down. Drop your right knee. Once again, let's take a minute. Let's just let that right psoas sort of percolate. Let it start to simmer. No need to bring it to a full boil just yet. Such an important area to stretch. Then as we're ready, push down through that left foot. Activate your energy, drawing up through the core. Arms reach up and overhead. Bring your palms together. Frame your ears. And we're going to take a tiny little stretch over to the left. Just bringing your arms slightly over to the left, feeling that stretch now all the way up the right side. Breathe, feel grateful. Arms come straight back up again. Hands come down to the mat. Straighten the left leg. Push back into that left hip, coming into half splits, Hanumanasana. Fold over your left leg. Another deep breath here. Slow, deep, calming breaths. And then walk those arms arms forward again. Lift your right leg up. You're back in low lunge. Right leg comes forward, forward fold position. Let your head hang down. And then on your next inhale, begin to walk the hands up your body. Slowly rise down, pushing energy down through your feet while you lift up to the heavens. Nice full body stretch. Hands together and arc over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, arcing over to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down. All right, from here, we're going to step back with the left foot. Coming into Warrior Two position. Hands are down to start. My left foot is down, 45 degrees on the left foot. Right knee is bent. Lift up. Open your arms. Heel to arch alignment so that my hips are nice and open to the left side. Just refine your pose here for a moment. I always suggest flipping the palms open so you can relax those shoulders. Once they're relaxed, flip them back. Gaze over your right middle finger. Strong warrior legs, really anchoring down. The integrity of the pose comes very much from this left leg. We tend to want to think about the front. We tend to want to move forward, but it's the back leg that's really holding us and anchoring down through that ankle. Also, inner thighs are activated here. From here, let's go ahead and straighten the right leg. We're going to windmill down into triangle by pushing that left hip back. Bringing our straight arms down, straight right leg. Hand comes to my shin or to a block. Heart is spun open to the left. See if you can open a little bit more. Activate those inner thighs. Don't let the upper body create all of the weight. Lift up through the legs. Inhale, come right back up. Warrior Two once again. Left arm swings forward, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right foot. Warrior Two position with your feet. Heel to arch alignment. As you're ready, lift up, open those hips to the right side of your mat this time. Take a moment, refine your pose. Heart is open, gazing forward. Press down through the outside of the right ankle. Don't forget that right leg. Nice deep breath. Beautiful warriors. And then straighten the left leg. Push the right hip back. Left fingers reach out, reach, reach, reach. And then come into triangle. Left hand down, right arm lifts up. Heart is open to the right. My gaze is on the right side. If you find yourself looking down, a lot of times your body is directionally facing down. So see if you can bring your gaze to the side of your room, the side of your mat. And then we'll lift up strongly once again. Come right back into warrior. Dip into the left knee. Right arm comes forward. Step forward. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands by your side. All right. I'm going to do one little, I want to do one little demonstration of where we're going to go next. We've set everything up in the body for a beautiful Utthita Parsvakonasana extended side angle. But just a couple of action points, so if you want to watch here just for a second before we actually go into the pose. If we are starting out with our Warrior Two legs just as we were before. All right, so Beginning, foundations are always important. Base of the body is our foundation, just like with your house, you got to build it first. So once again, activating the outside of this right leg, pushing down through the outside of your right ankle. And then inner thighs are really key here. So we're lifting up and really energizing from the inner thighs. This helps draw the energy up, keeps your legs nice and strong, and it takes the emphasis off of pushing down into the knee, which would not be good. All right. So from these nice strong warrior legs, we can start off by simply bringing the left forearm down on the top of the thigh. Then we're going to take the right hand and we're just going to help our heart. We're going to emphasize by pulling our heart upward. So we're kind of facing to an upward angle to the ceiling. Elbow is behind. Now you can stay here, or from here, you can build that pose further by lengthening the arm upward and then eventually bringing it over the ear. All right, so let's try that together. Kind of running low on time today. I moved a little slower in the beginning than I thought we were going to, so we want to make sure we got time for our flow. So starting off from Tadasana, go ahead and step back. Let's go ahead and on the left side. Sorry, let's do it on the left side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Create those warrior two legs. Right away, heel to arch alignment, activating inner thighs, pushing down through the left ankle. Left foot is rooted down. Arms can come out, so start with warrior two. And then we'll take the right forearm to the top of the right thigh. Left hand is just going to come to my waist. Then I'm going to take that left hand, I'm going to bring it under my right arm, and then I'm going to pull my heart like I'm spinning it, like it's on that turntable again. I'm spinning it open. Nice open heart. When you felt that you've turned as much as you can, then you can decide if you want to lift that left arm up, or you could certainly leave it at your waist. Holding here, then you can further determine if you're comfortable taking the left arm over the ear and getting the full extension from left fingertips all the way down to the left ankle. Keep spinning your heart open, breathe. Very nice. Inhale, come all the way back up, and let's step forward again. All right, let's try that slow demonstration on the right side again, or on the other side, so that then we can just kind of move this into a flow and we'll know where we're going. So start with your warrior one legs facing the right side this time. Beginning, we'll just go ahead and go right into the pose. Let's bring the left forearm down on top of the left thigh. Right hand reaches under the ribs and opens the heart. Just pull it like you're pulling a string or you're pulling it on a turntable. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back to help fully open the heart. And then as you're ready, you can lift the hand up. Keep pushing down through those strong legs, activating the inner thighs. And then as you're ready, if the body feels open and ready, you can extend the right arm over the ear and get that beautiful diagonal extension. One more breath. Beautiful. Lift yourself back up and then go ahead and step forward. Let's take both arms up and overhead. And exhale, forward fold. All right, we're going to do one little flow here because I want us to involve side angle in our flow, and then we'll start to bring everything down. So let's start from a forward folding position. Take a breath in here. Just slide your hands halfway up your thighs, lengthen through your spine, Exhale and forward fold. Step back with the left foot, warrior two legs. Bend the right knee, plant that left foot down. Inhale, strong legs lift you up, warrior two. One breath here. Exhale and straighten the right leg. Inhale, reach your arms forward, windmill down to triangle. Spin that heart open, one breath here. From triangle, lift yourself back up, warrior two. Right hand's going to come to the top of the right thigh. Left arm is going to help your heart spin, open, pull it open first. Elbow reaches up, shoulder blades squeeze together. Arm reaches up and over. Exhale, bring the arm over your ears, side angle. Remember your foundation, keep those action points going in the legs. Inhale, both arms up, come right back to warrior two. Pivot on your right foot, come to 5-point star, parallel feet. Exhale, hands to the waist and forward fold slowly down. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Deep breath as you descend down. Come back up to fingertips, lengthen through your spine. Exhale and fold once again. Inhale, walk your hands around to the front of the mat. Low runner's lunge. Right leg slides back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, knees down. Exhale, press back for a brief child's pose. Inhale comes right back up to all fours. Press back to downward facing dog. Left foot is going to come forward. And right heel comes down, preparing for warrior two on the other side. Lift up, open those hips to the right. Beautiful warrior. One full breath here. Straighten the left leg, reach out, create your beautiful triangle, hands coming down. Remember, you can always have those blocks nearby to support on triangle. Heart is open, spinning, gazing slightly upward if you can. And then lift yourself back up. Dip into your knee, warrior two. Left hand comes to your left thigh. Right hand comes to your waist under your arm. Spin your heart open. Pull it, pull it, pull it. And then lift your right arm up. As you're ready, if you like, over the ear for the full extension in Utthita Parsvakonasana. Beautiful breath here, energizing, feeling good. And then lift all the way back up. Pivot on your left foot. Parallel your feet to 5-point star. Hands come to waist. Inhale up and then exhale, forward fold. Slowly, with control, descend down. Hands come to the mat or block. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, walk your hands around to the front. Come right back to low runner's lunge. Left foot slides back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down. Exhale this time. Beautiful resting child's pose. Take 3 or 4 breaths here. Release and relax. cupped hands and knees. Come back and come to your seat. Got time for one little stretch, one little counter stretch for those hips. We're going to bring the left foot to the left hip. We're going to cross the right foot over, coming to Ardha Matsyendrasana. Sit down nice and firm between your hips, pressing down. Lift your energy up through the spine. Right arm is going to come across your thigh. Left arm comes around the back of the body. Start to twist. Pulling your right leg inward, keeping that leverage there with the arm to hold it in. Lots of benefits here. We have twisting going on. We've got the hips in a sweet counter stretch. Breathe and relax. Back around to the center. Let's try that on the other side. So switch your legs. Right foot comes to your left hip. Left foot crosses over. Lift up, find length. Right arm crosses across. Left arm comes back, and breathe into your twist. Remember, it's always good to take it one breath at a time. Don't try to go to your maximum twist to start, but let the body start to conform. Let the body find its own space as it relaxes and offers more space to move into. Inhale, come back to center, uncross your legs. Let's go ahead and roll on down. How did that hour go by so fast? I don't even know. It was fast for me. I don't know if it was fast for you. Go ahead and draw your knees up. Let's cross the right leg over the left. Just kind of hug both knees in. Grab your legs, hug them in with your legs crossed in opposite directions. A little gentle shoelace pose. Grateful to be right where I am. Such a good way to start and finish every day. And release your legs, cross them the other way. Just take the other leg on top. Hug your knees in. Gentle shoelace. Go ahead and extend them down the mat. Let's just find a nice neutral position where you can let everything go. No need to engage the muscles. No need to think or judge or even evaluate how you did or how you feel, but just purely experience it. Experience the sensations of what you have created in your body today. It's more open, maybe it's a tingle of energy or positivity or just a general vibration of being alive. Back and immerse yourself in what the practice has done for your body today. And let your mind and heart relax. You can bend your knees. Take a deeper breath in, hug your knees into your chest. Lift your head up. Rock back and forth on your hips. Once you're ready, allow yourself to come back up to a seated position. Together we'll close our practice by drawing our energy up. Nice, cooling, energizing breath deep into the belly. Palms together, and then draw the hands down to the heart center. Release and let go. Light in me is honored and grateful for the light within you. Thank you so much for practicing today. Om Shanti and Namaste.